You saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. You know what's about to happen. Jameson 18 year. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. I do hope all of you had a glorious St. Patrick's Day. What has become a theme on my channel is that every St. Patrick's Day I have to buy a fancy Irish whiskey. With that said, let's open it up and see what this is all about. Isn't it beautiful? Gotta say, getting out of this box will not be beautiful. And also, ow. This is what I get to look at right now. I know this is supposed to help it get out, but it's not gonna make it any easier. Whew. What kind of fabric is this? What is this? Oh my god, this is heavy. Ooh. There it is in all its glory. Now we know what that noise was. This is one of the more expensive bottles I've bought myself personally, but if you have any idea how much that Glendale 17 year is, it's not currently the most expensive one I have in my collection. But that one I can't open until 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, help a guy out. I want to open that. Moving on. I didn't see this for a second. Now the part where I carefully remove this while staring at the camera, hoping I don't drop it by accident. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Got this nice stuff on the side too, wow. There's even a whole bunch of writing on the back. I'm not reading anything. I'm actively avoiding knowing anything about this at the moment because I'm going to tell you more about it at the end. I'm not sure what this thing's all about, but you know, it's a nice touch. This bottle is funky. It's hefty. Look what they did. See that? It's almost like a prism. And if you're curious as to what this little thing says, it says John Jameson and Sons Limited. There we go. I'm amazed that this worked. Like many whiskey bottles, this is being difficult to open with this plastic seal on the top. It's frustrating because there's a dotted line here, but it's not peeling off like it's supposed to. Blah. I feel like I should take that off there. It's starting to drive me a little nuts. It keeps clinking on the bottle. Now, while I am looking forward to this bottle, the one thing that does bother me is this is 40%. I can only hope that means that's where they wanted it, but there are so many Irish whiskeys out there that are 40%. You would think that if they have an 18-year version, they might go a little higher than that, but they didn't. Either way, Jameson's pretty good, so let's see what happens. I'm realizing for WhiskeyTube people in general, a cork pop is like a soda. Psht. Remember the old commercials? It's like, psht. Realizing how heavy this bottle is. There we go. I also like to mention this is going to be a breakfast whiskey for me. We begin with the color on this, and that is just wonderful. That is golden. That is sunshine. That is honey. Admittedly, I do enjoy a solid amber bourbon, but something about Irish whiskey being this lovely golden hue. And let us begin the nosing technique. Ooh. I've put the word honey into my head, and that is what I'm getting on the nose. Plus a nice spice. I'm thinking of gingerbread cookies. Instantly saliva is happening. Cripes. I'm surprised there's a vanilla extract note. Okay, I'm thinking of Ritz crackers, if you know what those are. And honeycomb cereal. Just thought of mint. Some kind of green herb. Oh, there we go. The honeysuckle vibe. I don't really remember what honeysuckle smells like, but I did get a flash of what I think honeysuckle looks like. And if you've ever seen those yellow daffodils, those are lovely. I thought about that as well. I also just got caramel taffy. Oh, man. Wait, butterscotch. I said that before. I said caramel taffy, and it's like, no, you're thinking of butterscotch. It is very sweet. Powdered sugar. Coincidentally, I had some Jameson, just regular Jameson, at a bar on St. Patrick's Day, and it was clearly not as complex as this. And I'm just loving this. Just thought of a pine tree or pine cones. Pine cones? Really? Why? This is just sunshine. This is spring. All right, enough of that. I'm going to drink this now. Seems a shame to just drink it. Oh, yeah. Morning whiskey. Oh, hello. I'm working on a method for not thinking about the first sip, and that is just to focus on the discomfort and just think about that and nothing else. And I have to repeat myself for this, but that happens all the time with any kind of whiskey with me. That first hit of alcohol always seems to cause that problem. Nothing major. Don't worry. I'm fine. And I'm going to hold it in my palate and just see what happens. Oh. Oh, it's like, oh my gosh. It's spicy. There's a little bit of cinnamon, or at least pepper. I instantly thought of pound cake with a vanilla honey glaze. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can get anything else after that. That was a great description in my mind. Nosing again and thinking. I also had cinnamon bun, went through my head with the vanilla glaze. Those are always amazing. Oh, that texture is wonderful. Yeah, almost just the slightest of prickly notes on my tongue. Weirdly enough, I thought, oh, it's like being tickled painfully. Ooh, I just got vanilla ice cream. I do find it's something you have to sit with. The initial sip, and then when I first held it on my tongue briefly, it was slow, so there was no major notes to begin with. But as I held it there a little longer, it sort of unfolded. And it lingers. It's a long finish, and it's a little dry. Okay, I just thought of a copper coin. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's dry, and it's making me think of a copper coin, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it's a little metallic. That's probably what that is. I also thought of black licorice, but I don't feel like I'm getting black licorice. Maybe there's something about the taste of black licorice that I'm thinking of. It ramps up. It's like a slope hill, and you get to the top, and then it just flattens out, and that's what that finish is. Is it weird that I feel a lot better now that I've had this? It's not even anywhere near noon, so... Great way to start the day. I should always do this. Ooh, it just hit one of the very important markers in my brain. For a moment, I thought of creme brulee. Just a moment. Oh, no. I also just thought of... Okay. Why do I have to be this way? There's an Irish pub in Rhode Island that I've been to numerous times. They have a massive selection of whiskey. Like one of the two places that come to mind immediately that have hundreds of bottles. And the note that went through my head just now was the bread. So that bar also has a restaurant in it. It's more of a tavern. And they serve you this Irish brown bread with this delicious Irish butter. And this whiskey made me think of that. Odd how an 18-year-old Jameson Irish whiskey would make me think of an Irish tavern serving Irish bread using Irish butter.
Top of the morning to you.
I normally don't do this, but celebratory Irish whiskey, I will finish this and just pour a little more for this last bit. Just... You know I like it if I pour it more than once. Oh boy. Perfect. Oh my god. And I'll be doing this twofold. First, I will read whatever's on this box, and then I will go and check out the Jameson website to see if there's anything else they added. A unique blend of 3 signature distillates matured in our finest oak barrels for a minimum of 18 years. A deep and aromatic whiskey, perfectly balanced with rich notes of toffee, spice, and mellow sherry. Mellow sherry. And toffee. Toffee's a good word. Jameson 18 years. Perfected over generations. A true original. Jameson 18 year is a skillfully balanced whiskey reflecting generations of expertise in the Jameson family. 18 years in selected bourbon and sherry casks are rounded off with the final finish in first fill bourbon barrels under the watchful eyes of our head blender Billy Leshton. The reward is a mellow complexity revealing a story of wood, spice, and subtle toffee. Our history may go back over 230 years, but you only need to go back the last 18 to sip on perfection. That's a bold statement, but I do not disagree. And I'll finish with going to the JamesonWhiskey.com website and telling you what their nosing, tasting, and finishing notes are. Aromatic oils with a touch of wood and spicy toffee. Wonderfully mellow and smooth, a mouthful of complex flavors, fudge, toffee, spice, hints of wood and leather, gentle sherry nuttiness, and vanilla. And for the finish, it just says a long, lingering finish carries the themes of the wood, spice, and toffee right through to the end. Wonderful stuff. I'll be certain to share this with friends and family. Until next time, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.